What is going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Glad to be back. I hope you're doing well. And why are we echoing already?
Oh, look. Fat Glide's got jokes tonight. Funny guy.
Well, I mean, Denver was at a dress fitting. What can we say? So, for those of you that do not know my distinguished panel tonight, we have Denver of the V Twin podcast that would like to remind you that all Seattle jokes are not appropriate during this live stream.
Hey, we can keep those to a shame. Just, want to put it on the record. I'm just growing my channel organically. That's all I got to say about that. I'm just here.
Oh, jeez. And we've gone off the rails.
Fired.
And then we have the man that is so popular with Amazon. Jeff Bezos sends him a thank you card. The man, the myth, the financially ruined Mr. Jason Setzer Pendants. What's going on, sir?
I owe it all to you, my friend. I owe it all to you.
I just want to say, if anybody needs help in spending Christmas money at insane amounts, we are more than happy to help.
I don't know that anybody's got it down quite like you, my friend.
So we got Fat Glide in here. We got Ty from Tennessee. Oh, look, Junior's here.
Yeah, look who showed up, Junior.
The wonderful and beautiful Celtfire's here. Bad Rides is here. Roy's here. Hey, Roy. Ken's here. My boy Apple Glide's here. Man, everybody's here. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Zach from the Bent Room Podcast is here. So good to have everybody aboard. This is just going to be a hangout. We're the monk is in the house.
Oh shit!
Direct from Thailand.
Careful what you do down there. Oh, the hangover.
Oh Jesus! My other favorite Texan's in the house too. Big Smitty.
What up,
Smitty dog?
Smitty, I feel insulted if you think we've only spent $20K between us.
Yeah, come on, that's Jason alone. Let's get real.
That's some.
Was that last week or was, I mean,
okay,
what, 20K?
Volume up on the fucking YouTube.
Huh? What?
Who's echoing? Am I echoing? Oh, I am. Hold on, that's me. How's that? Any better?
Oh, there we go.
I swear I've done this before. You may not know it. So if everybody's doing well, we just wanted to do something a little different tonight. Oh, hey, girl. Hey. Miss Muggy's in the house.
Oh, shit.
Yes, we wanted to get the gang back together. And one of the reasons that I wanted to do this is what are we, 2 weeks beyond the first YouTube V-Twin podcast. So Denver, it's been quite the year for you, sir.
It has been, since the first time when Bry, showed me how to do this and called Jason and said, hey, let's go live. We'll win. I don't know. How about 2 hours from now? All right.
Let's do it.
So I need to post a link in the comments section. You have to see the first episode of Denver's live stream on YouTube. It's off the rails.
It was memorable. Come on. It was good.
So for those of you that don't know the story, Denver and I were having a conversation and Denver was asking how YouTube Live worked. 2 hours later, he was live with me and Jason and it became a train wreck. It was great.
Hey, come on, let's not lie.
Oh, that's hands down probably the best live I've ever been.
Oh, it was
so part of fun. That was absolutely out of control. It was a good time.
It was. We got the epic soundbite out of it of, Bry when he was Mr. NASCAR. And
oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was epic.
Yeah. That was lightning in a bottle, that episode. That was a lot of fun.
That was money, dude.
So Denver, talk to me about this. I mean, what is your experience been in the last? I mean, we talk every day, right? But for the folks that don't know you, first off, for the folks that don't know you,
who doesn't?
Explain a little bit about
I mean,
apparently Charlie
look at the
Borman.
stats, I mean, come on. It's everybody that's always hanging out. No, it's been fun. It's, it's like we, talked, I don't know, a couple years ago. The game plan was eventually to move the podcast over to the YouTube side and kind of get more, I don't know, in a way, face-to-face conversation. You can actually see the person, but you're not face-to-face, but I guess in a way you are. And so then it was like, hey, Brian, how do we do this? And well, it started off kind of cheesy, just using the camera on the old laptop, and we progress. But no, it's been a lot of fun. Met a lot of awesome people, more friendships, and it's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it, and especially doing them live too is fun. I want to kind of get back to doing some more one-on-one interviews, and up not live, but doing them live is fun because you get the guys in the side chat that also can think up other questions and something that maybe you didn't think of for a guest that got going. So, hey, that's a good point. You can highlight the questions, and it's fun. I really enjoy it.
Good. I mean, your podcast has come a long way in a year. I mean, you've had some pretty big guests on too, which is awesome.
It's been pretty crazy. It's been fun though. I enjoy it a lot, and I think that's the best part is it's just fun. I have a lot of fun and enjoy all the friendships I've made.
Yes, sir. And then we have Mr. Jason of the Local Talent
Can you hear me?
Podcast. Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Because I'm over here. I was like, man, none of my meters are working. All this. I've been spending all my money in the wrong spot, Brian. You've been leading me astray.
So I've always wanted to ask you this on the live stream. Jason, tell us about who you are, what you do, and who you do it to.
Whoa. I am a podcaster for Local Talent Podcast.
And for the record, if anyone has never seen it, that does not mean strippers.
Oh man, once upon a time, I used to really, really ride the shit out of my Harley, and I used to take videos of me doing that, put them on the internet for the world to see. I don't do that much anymore.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, you do put out one epic video a year. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Springer Mike.
So tell us a little bit about your podcast. What was your motivation to start in that? I mean, I think it's fair to say we've all grown a lot in the last year.
I think so.
That's why I wanted to bring everybody back.
I mean, the whole community, right? I mean, not just the three of us, but I mean, it's really interesting to see how everybody has changed. And Harley Fat Boy, that is no, there's no such thing. Let me just get this straight and out of the way right now. I will say though, it's funny to see how everybody has grown in some aspect, like the three of us, and then you had people in there like right away, I can't remember his name, but Paul on a Run, you see all these people that started off doing vlogging and they've all kind of sprinkled into something different. You know what I mean? And not to say that, we all started as motovloggers, but it was like during the pandemic, it seemed like we were all trying to get out and do something. Right. So, that's my first experience was putting the camera on myself and getting into any type of video editing or anything like that. And then from that, I made a video podcast, Local Talent. And it is crazy what is happening with that right now. I mean, I got a local partner. We're focusing on the whole local aspect of everything. It doesn't have anything to do with motorcycles, but it does have everything to do with everything local, right? So we have couple shows, we have local politics, we have local business, we have local health. We're talking about a fourth show. It's going to be a busy year. It's going to be a freaking busy year. And so, I've converted one of my offices at my workplace here into a studio. And so it's crazy because my first episode in this studio was with Denver. It was me and Chase, and we did a show on Denver's podcast. And to think about where it is now compared to where we started is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been an epic ride.
Brian, are you talking or are you chewing gum?
So streaming, Restream has this really cool feature. When you hit the M button, it mutes you. But apparently, I'm not smart enough to realize that.
Oh,
Hey, does Restream have a pop-out chat? I mean, this thing over here is small and it's going crazy. I'd like to put it up on the big screen so I can read people talking.
No, Moose, you're a jerk.
So
I
gotta
don't
go to
know that
YouTube
it
for
does. What I did is I threw up the. I can see it as the moderator, but then you have I put up the YouTube chat so I can see what's going on in case the Russian bots visit us again this week.
yes.
All right. Russian
So
bots.
so finish your story. We know Denver's story of starting the podcast. What was your inspiration of doing it? I mean, because all joking aside, you're in deep. I mean, you well, I mean, you
This
don't
is
do
the
anything
most-
half-ass.
This is the most expensive hobby. Well, I don't want to say the most.
It's a write-off.
It's at this point, if I wrote everything off, IRS would come say, "I want to see it." They're gonna see your local Best Buy has not doubled in size, so we're gonna call bullshit. We want to see all of these write-offs that you claim, sir. And I'm not ready to go through another audit. Audits suck. So, but no, okay. So let's see here. I am trying to do a couple things right now. I'm trying to get your pretty face up on the big screen here so I can read these comments. So just bear with me. This is all fun and games. Why don't you talk to Denver here for a second? This is your show, I know, but I mean, you know.
What's wrong? You can't like multitask or anything?
Oh,
Yeah,
Monkey bought a new laptop. It's a
There it
write-off.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine. It's all fine.
It'll be fine.
All right. So yeah, my motivation was I don't know, I guess you could call me an entrepreneur.
I would say you're a serial entrepreneur at this point.
Yeah, that's fair.
Definitely been called worse. So
Alienware.
I don't know. I've got I've had several businesses throughout my tenure working off the 9-to-5 scope. And so this last business that I've had is a printing business, Acme Reprographics. And during the pandemic, and it just got off the rails in a hurry, right? So my son was graduating high school and he was looking for something to do. And so I brought him, he was working, for us part-time during school. And so when he graduated, he came on full time, and he showed a lot of interest into it. And, I still have my main bread and butter business, which at the end of this year will be my 15th year owning River City Design. So that's where I actually make money. all these other side shots here are just what I spend my money on. But anyways, so the whole entrepreneur side of things, I just kind of wanted to shine a light on that, really. And so this whole country runs on, believe it or not, small business. Mm-hmm. And so in 15 years, and I know this because I just looked it up as I'm doing an outline for 23, but in 15 years, I think it's 35 or 25% of businesses fail. Small businesses fail. It progresses over, you start off 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. So I was happy that I officially made the 15-year mark here at the end of the year. But, a lot of people, and I'm the first to admit, man, I'm an Amazon freak. I mean, I think my Instagram can kind of confirm that, but, I don't know, man, it's been really, I don't know, it's been really fun to talk with local entrepreneurs, talk about what the good things are, the bad things are. We rail on some customers a little bit, but mainly we talk about how we can make our businesses better, what works, what doesn't work, customer interaction, things like that. So one of my early guests, who I've known for a while, he's I would say a he identifies as a libertarian. And so he's super into politics, right? And so I was like, dude, you need your own political show. And he's like, I don't mind talking about it, but I said, well, hey, dude, I've got the place, I got the studio, I got the everything, I got all the gear. I said, just park your butt in this chair, and I'll get another chair, and I'll just push the buttons and pull the levers, and we'll make another show. And so we made Local Politics, and then that show was doing pretty good. It's doing really good for the community because we ask people in the community, hey, these people are running for election. These people, there's 5 people running for mayor. What do you want to know about them? And then we get them all in here, and we all ask them the same questions. It was a pretty cool process. So, but anyways, yeah, that's me rambling a little bit, I guess. But that was my motivation for starting the podcast, was the local aspect of everything to do with everything. The whole local aspect. This is awesome. Denver, you're in Oregon, right? and Bry, you're
You didn't see that one coming.
New York, and so
I'm in the armpit of New Jersey. Yes.
Yeah, he's up in Boston.
Teasing you guys. But what I'm saying is like, this is all good and well. This is great, that we're all able to, reach out and talk. But I mean, it's really important, in my opinion, that you need to have some sort of local community within your scope of people, if that makes any sense.
No, I think it does. And I think, what you got going on.
So anyways, why are we still, why am I?
And then he froze.
Huh?
Oh, no, you froze.
You froze. That was pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah. You need to work on that bandwidth you got going on down there.
I got fiber, bro. Don't come at me.
I'm just saying, but we
need to talk to the guest or the host.
Well, I think what you got going on with local talent is cool. I mean, you're trying to help and better your community. Get the word out about like you're saying, like in local politics, what's going on, and when it comes to local government, because I think everywhere across the country, everybody's fed up with things, and you want to know something. If you can help spread the word and better the community which you live in, then I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, he got all up in his feels on that. Let's see, here we go. Here we flip and go. So I will say this, and I'm
what I really want to tell you guys tonight. Okay, I want you to really pay attention to me. All right. I have something I need to tell you.
Surprised you don't have a close-up one zoomed in, man.
Really I did, but I couldn't get the lighting. Look, I've only been working on this for a day and a half, so I couldn't get the lighting exactly right with the cameras that I have. And then it turns out this is a $1,200 paperweight. This is what I've been working off of. I have the smaller version of this is what I'm using right now. I was on the phone with tech support with these people for 2-3 hours, and I never do any live streaming. So this $1,200 paperweight, it works great for everything except for, wait for it, live streaming. So the guy says, well, when did you buy it? I said, I don't know, May sometime. And he says, of this year? I said, well, yeah. He says, well, what's your serial number? I told him the serial number. He goes, well, your box there is past the whatever date, it's out of warranty. I said, does this mean we're not going to figure out what the problem is or what? And he said, no. I was just letting you know if it turns out to be something not, that we can fix. He goes, we can't honor it. So after 2 hours of figuring out that it was the box, he goes, yeah, sorry. I said, so let me get this straight. This $1,200 piece of shit right here that has 1 million functions on it. If I don't test it all when I get the damn thing, then I'm hosed. Well, you could buy another one. Yeah, that's not going to happen. But anyways,
well,
it was the extreme.
And I shared the link, but for people that aren't familiar with your podcast, the video part of it, and you just did it, walk them through the intensity of the setup that you have, because it's very impressive.
Okay, well, like, you want me to switch to the cameras or what?
Whatever you want to do.
I don't know. I don't have my portable setup. So, but anyways, I've got, I don't know. I've only got 4. this is going to sound terrible, but as of right now, I've only got 4 camera inputs. One of those camera inputs is my monitor, so my computer, and this is a screen extension. But anyways, the other 3 cameras are just, I don't know, they're just sprinkled around the studio here, different focal lengths or whatever. I've got this little backdrop here, and then on the sides, on each side of me here, where I have a guest and my co-host, I've got 4 different backdrops that we can change out or whatever. And then so this is a new feature. This is a new add-on right here. Is this curtain, Bri? You're the man for telling me the Martha Stewart tip of the day there. This is a new feature, and I have one on each side, so it's just a curtain, double curtain. I can close it. I can close the one on the other side. So eventually, once I get this 5th camera angle figured out, which I think it has to do with the lighting.
Wait, let's pause there. Jason said the 5th camera angle. So he's got 5 cameras running during one podcast. And Rogan has what, 3?
Well, this right here allows me to have 8.
If it worked.
And well, it does whenever you're recording, it's just not live streaming, right? So
Denver, I figured out the issue. He bought the 131 model.
Yeah. Should have went with that S&S 124. It puts out over 150 of the rear wheel.
He's gonna leave.
Oh, so
How was
anyway,
that trip back from South Dakota anyways? Oh, you didn't make it.
Oh shit. Wow.
How
we've
was that
jumped
trip
the
to
shark.
South Dakota, bitch?
Hey, I made it there. It was the second day once I
all day
arrived.
we sat there waiting for you to get your damn shit fixed.
That's right.
It's all right though. It's cool. I wasn't going to talk shit until you did. So.
Hey, Bri opened the door. I just stepped through that fucker.
Well,
No,
yeah.
actually, the trip home from South Dakota was pretty damn cool once they fixed my bike.
Yeah.
So everybody knows how fun it is for me to go, to get on a plane. So I thought that, it would be a great idea for me to fly out to Colorado and back twice.
Hey, it's a beautiful state, epic flight, beautiful sunset, mountains, whatever you want to call it.
And then we went to the South Dakota, or what was it? We went to the Four Corners rally. I don't know. It was like a couple months after that. So
That
I don't know. We got a little bit of
Labor Day
riding last
weekend?
year. Huh? Yeah.
What, Labor Day,
September
isn't
or
it?
something or another.
Yeah.
So now's a wood stove. Then you'll be cool like Denver. So
Hey, the wood stove's warm.
I-
That's going right there.
I absolutely love your
I got my
setup.
air
I mean,
conditioner on.
You've
Well,
spent
it's like 35 degrees outside, but right now it's about 75-ish in here, so it's comfortable.
Turn my air conditioner off. There we go.
Turn my air conditioner off. Jesus.
No, I mean,
So anyways,
I know we're kind of nerding out here, but the production value of your podcast, I mean, if you can nail 5 cameras and switch them during that's impressive. I mean, all kidding aside.
so here's the thing, right? And I'm going to nerd out just a little bit more, but so this and the one that I'm using right now, they're the ISO model. They're video switchers, right? And then so for what they do, they're actually pretty good. I've had a great experience until today. It's part of life. It is what it is. But here's the thing, is that it's an ISO model, which means that it records all of your camera inputs separately. So you can either switch during the live, right? Or switch during the show, or you can come back after the fact and post and change the camera cuts there. You know what I mean? So, and being a one-man show, that's why I got the ISO version, right? So until we get enough people and enough, momentum going in here where we just have an operator, until we get a Jamie,
I was just gonna say
like
that.
Rogan's podcast, it's got to be like this. So
Get wandering, be like 2 bears in 1 cave. I think they got 3, old Bert and Tom.
I mean, if the job opens up, I'm willing to apply.
you're willing to what? Come
I'm
to
willing
Texas?
to apply. Yeah, why not?
Fly in on the weekends?
I'd like to be the guest producer. Just 1 episode. Fly me in. Oh, somebody was asking. I'm drinking wine tonight. It's Pinot
Probably why you're
Grigio.
not coughing.
What's that?
It's probably why you're not coughing. You're drinking wine.
Well, that and it's my stress levels non-existent at this point.
Oh,
Well, that's a good
talk
thing.
about a lot of things happening. Bri, congratulations on. I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm supposed to say anything.
No, you could say whatever you want.
Well, congratulations on the new job, bud. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Oh, hey. Brian, congratulations on the new.
Oh,
Oh, sweet Jesus.
So yeah, man, that's exciting news. You know,
I can say I've never. I mean, granted, we're only 3 weeks in, but I have an amazing team. It was an amazing opportunity, and I can't believe I'm going to utter these words. I'm actually glad to be back in IT. I really enjoyed it.
give it time. Give it time.
Yeah, I
soon
mean,
Jason will have your extension. Bri, this is kind of IT. I'm just outside of your format, but I need help.
hey, thanks, Smitty. I appreciate your friendship. Smitty's not to go into detail, but I've had a rough few months, and Smitty's been there for as you guys have, and I appreciate that. I still to this day find it amazing that the YouTube community has checked on me more than my family and friends. I'll leave it at that. Well, I should say at this point, my alleged friends, but yeah, it's a great community, and yeah, it's been a positive change. And then I'll get to ride to work every day once it warms up, so that'd be fun.
So how far is your commute?
Like 10 miles each way.
Oh, okay, not too bad then.
No, but it would be 10 luxurious miles on my road glide.
Well, and with the detour, it could be 50 to 60. Hey, Jason. Buffalo.
Too late, boss. You're too late.
Oh, no. It was in the hand.
Bullshit. Rewind the tape.
Thanks, Monk. I appreciate it. Like I said, I was in a bad space mentally, and I was out of work for 3 months on medical leave, and I guess it was 3 to 4 weeks before I was supposed to go back. I had the opportunity to interview with this company, and it couldn't have been better. I mean, it was 2 interviews. It was an interview with my boss and an interview with the team that I work for as a secondary interview. And it was probably the most relaxed interview I've ever been in. And so yeah, things are working out good. It's been a good time.
Oh, no,
Jason,
that's
do
funny.
do you get this inside joke? Because if you don't, you have to. So Droop decided it was a good idea to
Yeah,
call
I remember
Monkey.
that.
What was it, Monk? Like at 11, 12 o'clock at night? And then he called me. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah, see, Ty, and I'm glad to hear that. I mean, I can go on tangents, right, about negativity, and we all can, but this community is just absolutely freaking amazing. Did
It is.
Jason freeze, or is he just really still?
I don't know. I can do
He's
some
having a
of
moment.
this. Does this help? Did I freeze?
Jeez.
What? What's happening?
I
You
don't
know,
know.
Jason, that reminds me, if you tried out the 35 millimeter or 1.8, because full frame, my friend, is your friend. Look at that. He's pissed. He's not happy with me.
He's shopping Amazon right now.
Wait a minute, Droop. You're telling me that you took that video down? That may have been one of the best live streams ever. I mean, when you call Monkey and then Monkey repeats his phone number on the voicemail and it goes out to the entire YouTube community.
Oh, that was good.
I just hope he didn't get any inappropriate pictures. Ricky Room's in the house? Holy shit.
Oh, jeepers.
Moto Nugget's in the house. Man, it's really great to see you guys. It's I've missed you guys. I miss doing this. This is kind of my my therapy, if you will. But yeah, it's been a couple it's been a rough few months, but we're on the other side of that and got lots of stuff coming on. And Monk, you mentioned about winter projects, and thanks to Mr. Monkey, I have a new fender coming. I have a ton of lights that I haven't put on the bike yet.
I got a new fender. It's over here too.
What kind of fender did you get?
Fucking vivid black fender. Stock,
Did you?
just to replace the one that got a big dent in it.
I think, Monkey, you should change the color of your bike every year. It should be like a experience every year that you change the color of your bike.
Why do you have a dent in your fender, Denver?
Don't you remember that, Jason? Because I know you saw that dent.
That was
That's
when
how you
you
start
rear-ended
off. And
somebody, right? On the way to South Dakota.
yeah, like 1 mile from my house, it rear-ended somebody at like 3 miles an hour and put a nice dent in my fender because somebody was trying to kill me and my son and doesn't understand how merging works. Yeah, that was a good start to it. Then I get about, I don't know, 35 miles from home and realize I don't have my fob for my bike. So my wife turned around and went back home and got the fob. Well, me and Hayden just said, "Well, see you in Ellensburg."
That was we met at what was that, Grizzly HD?
Yeah, Missoula.
So that was, I don't know, that was I left out on the 18th or the 19th. Which one is it was a Sunday. So I left out on June 18th, I think it was. And then dude, that was such an oh man, that was such an epic ride. Yeah, I broke down at the end. Yeah, what else is new? Yes,
But
I
you
had to
know
fly
what? It just
home.
honestly though, Jason, it adds to the adventure. You know, shit happens. I mean, fuck, I had my breakdown over there. They suck at the moment. Down the road,
Sure.
once you're fixed or whatnot, you can look back. It's like, God damn, that sucked. You laugh about it, but it's all part of the adventure. Shit happens, but you fucking deal with it and life goes on.
Dude, being out on the road for however many days it was by myself, it was there is really something that I'm trying to figure out. This is one of the reasons why I have a really hard time vlogging, doing like the moto vlog part of things. One of the biggest challenges for me is this, is that one, I can never capture what I'm experiencing on video. I try like hell, but it's really difficult for me to. And then, you know, the plans change for us and for me on a whim all the time. We have like, you know, typically how we plan our trips is, okay, on this day we have to be here, right? And then so like, you know, I left the house going west. You know what I mean? I was like, I got a customer out in Idaho that I never met. That'd be really cool if I got to meet him. But if it didn't happen, it didn't happen. You know what I mean? So that, I mean, just the whole, I don't know, man, the whole experience was just awesome. Just the idea of, you know, you don't know where you're going to end up. You know, you're going to be closer to the destination than when you left. You know what I mean? Those are like the only two parameters that are really constant. You know what I mean? Whenever I got up into Hell's Canyon, and then so okay,
Hell's
so
Canyon's fucking beautiful. It's fun.
so and I would have totally okay. So this is in a nutshell. This was my end before I met up with you. My idea is that I was gonna you know, I was gonna head out towards New Mexico. I was gonna stay in New Mexico, then I was gonna go out to Idaho, and then I was gonna spend a couple days in Idaho with my customers. And then from there I was gonna go up whatever that was from Idaho at your recommendation and go
Lolo
up
Pass.
go up Lolo Pass and then meet up with you guys in Missoula. So it didn't happen that way. And what ended up happening was on day one, I was playing Frogger with these storms all around New Mexico. And it was like, I ended up in, I don't know, I think it was in Santa Fe or, you know, 100 miles north of, you know, in the wrong direction of where I was going to go. And then it started, there was flooding, and it was just like all this crap that I kind of had to just kind of react to, you know what I mean? And then because of that, I ended up in a different part of the country than I was originally going to. And then I saw some cool shit. So what ended up happening was by the time I got to Idaho, I only had, you know, 1 day to spend with my customers. Right. And then, so like I met up with them on whatever day it was on the evening, and they were like, "Hey, you gonna be around tomorrow?" I said, "Yeah, sure." So it turns out on that particular day, there was something going on in Idaho, in Boise, Idaho, right? And it was across. There was a couple of things. There was some kind of huge soccer thing, and then there was another army something or another. I don't know, but what it all meant to me is that every freaking motel, aka Such a Penance campsite, were sold out. And so I couldn't find a place to stay. And so I was like, well, shit. So I was, at 9 o'clock, it's still bright and sunny out there. Right. And so like I'm off, and then so like I'm calling all these places, finally found a place that says, yeah, I was like, here, take my money, because I'm on my way to you. I don't want to be without a room. I don't want somebody to buy it before I get there. Turns out this place was in Baker City, Oregon, right? And so I was like, I left Idaho and went up to Baker City, and it's like, well, shit, I made it this far. You know what I mean? I'm way away from where I was supposed to. So I ended up going north and coming over into Hell's Canyon. That was a beautiful ride. It was a beautiful ride. And I still ended up getting over to Lolo Pass right before I met up with you guys in Grizzly. It was just a hell of a time. Before I met up with you guys, after I met up with you guys, and after we split ways. I mean, just the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Well, the whole time, I mean, finally getting to meet you, whatnot. We met up at Missoula. Then, we all, where do we go down? Where do we stay? Billings? I think it was. So, yeah, we headed from Missoula down to fucking Billings or Bozeman. I can't remember which one. We had the hotel there for the night. We all hung out, had some memorable times drinking beer in the parking lot and shit. And then there was the next day, trudge on from, I think it was Billings. Yeah. And then off to Rapid City the next day. And then we got to hook up with Springer Mike and fucking Rich Bender Nick. And
I think that's
the Black Hills.
That's the best part of traveling, is it's the unexpected that really makes the memorable moments.
Yeah. Or sometimes it's the red and blue lights behind you that just bring back memories. And, it's all part of the trip.
Hey, was that a direct hit or what?
No, not at all. No.
Wait a minute. You got a 131 and you pulled over for the police?
Well, in all honesty, what was happening was I thought that I was...
Or was it when you broke down?
No, it wasn't then. So I was...
Oh, Jesus.
And I actually got the cop on video. He was like, hey, I'm going to give you a break. I'm not going to give you a ticket for doing 99. I'm going to give you a ticket for doing 90. And I was like, oh, thanks. So, anyways, though, no, what happened was I was trying to catch up. That was after we met up at Grizzly. I was getting a back tire. And so I told them guys, I was like, hey, y'all go ahead. I'll meet up with you. And then I was like this close to catching them, because that, when they left out, man, I was hammered down, man. I was flying down the highway, and then I was like, I knew that I was going to catch him. I was right there. And then so that cop, he was like, so what's your hurry? I was like, well, I'm trying to catch up with my buddies of mine. And he was like, yeah, there was a few of them that just passed just a few minutes ago. Damn it, you're screwing everything up, copper. But it was all good.
Hey, but then you got to check out Evel Knievel's gravesite the next day.
Yeah, that was cool. So my brother, he was like, hey, where are you at? And then so I was like, yeah, I'm here, and I'm forgetting where all these places were. But yeah, he goes, hey, Evel Knievel's headstone, it's just right up the road from you. And I was like, oh. So next morning I was like, hey guys, hey, look, I'll be right back. I've got to check this out. And so no, that was awesome. That was I think, I don't know, here's where I'm at with all this, is that if you can, and I'm very fortunate in being able to approach things like this. If you can not plan a rigid course, man, there's just so much to see. And just if you let the road take you wherever, you know what I mean?
Okay, so I was totally wrong, Jason. We were in Butte, Montana. It wasn't Billings.
Yeah,
it was the other
Butte.
Yeah, I was just looking it up too.
So this is that headstone. Where'd it go? There it is. So Robert.
Oh, that's badass.
So yeah, what was really cool is that this ribbon up here, that's how I was able to find it, because they were saying, hey, this is what is there, and so like there's you can't see, but there's people leave change up here on the top, and you know, it's a I don't know, man, it's just a really cool, humbling thing to see, you know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just me. And then, so yeah, that was in Butte. And
so
then,
I'm going to screw this up. Batum Rides, if you're going to start a channel, I mean, there's certainly so many people in the community that can help you. Shoot me a message on Instagram if you have questions. But like I said earlier, this community this community is amazing.
thank you, Mr. Officer, for being cool with me and just giving me a ticket for 90 instead of 99. Shout out to you, Mr. Copper.
So why didn't you do the ton? Why weren't you at 100?
Because I was slowing down when I saw him. I was like, oh shit. You know how it is. Well, I don't know, maybe you don't, but
Oh,
that's usually how it goes.
shots fired.
I will say this, there's nothing like the sheer enjoyment of taking a stage 2 motorcycle 5 miles down to Dunkin' Donuts. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh yeah, there we are. Wyoming state line.
There it
Yes,
is.
sir. Yeah, so let's see here. There's our vertically challenged friend there trying to put a sticker on the Montana sign.
Wyoming sign.
Huh?
Hey, you know, oh, you want to play pictures? I know I got a great one of, you know, right by that sign is there's Sensor Pendant standing in, you know, waist tall grass taking a piss. I gotta pee. Watch out for snakes.
Oh, so anyways.
That right there is the problem
was,
with social media. There's just certain things we don't need to capture on camera. We have to all agree on this, that there's just things
but
that
you
don't
gotta
need to happen.
In that picture, that was a great, you know, sticker applicator that we had.
Yes, this is true. You
Actually,
should see the sticker applicator.
And that
Go ahead.
campground that Amy found, that was freaking pretty cool. We stayed at the No Name City and RV park with the cabins, and I mean, full restaurant and bar right in your campground. Of course, our cabin was like behind it, so we could stagger back to the campground to the cabin and still continue having a good time.
So you are. You kept saying No Name Camp City whenever I was asking you, hey man, where are we staying? You're like, No Name Camp City. And then so I was like,
oh shit,
wow.
Look who joined the chat.
We got the whole Woods. We got the whole Woods family here.
So yeah, you kept saying No Name Camp City. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, why won't you just tell me where we're staying? So, and then when we rolled up, I the actual sign says No Name Campsite or something like that. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
No
shit.
Name Campground and RV. Then we had Jason taping his fingers one night in the bar.
Hey, listen.
I've not heard that story. Someone please explain that story.
Oh,
Do not. If the opportunity presents itself, it sounds really cool to be a buffalo. Don't do it if you're going to be hanging out with Hayden. That's all I'm going to say. Okay.
I don't understand. What do you mean be a buffalo?
you can't talk about the Buffalo Club unless you want to be a Buffalo, Bri.
That's right.
It's
That's
a
right.
sacred drinking club.
Once a buffalo, always a buffalo.
Okay.
Boom, there it is.
Cheers, Hayden.
Yeah, Ty's got a good point. Are you running wireless or do you have 97 feet of cable in your office?
I mean,
for your mic setup for all your cameras.
So what would be wireless? Everything's plugged in. What are you talking about?
That's what I mean. You're running all hardwired cabling.
Yeah, everything's HDMI.
Okay.
It's
not
I'm
full
sure there's
frame,
a dig
but,
in
you
there. I
know.
just don't get it. Okay, all right. Yeah, I would. Yeah, if you want to see my Amazon bill, I'll be more than happy to share it with you. This shit gets crazy. Anyways, back to the story of riding. Right, I've got a couple.
Oh wait, is that what we're
stories of
talking
riding.
about? I got distracted.
Well, so like
Hayden says he'll get you again.
I have no doubt. I have no doubt. Probably this video. Somebody block his ass. I can't deal with this.
Oh, the pressure.
So during this whole escapade, the Hoka Challenge happens every couple of years. And so Denver and I both knew, Denver more than I, some people that were going to be in the challenge, right? So Denver was telling me, he's like, yeah, man, I'm going to burn out. I'm going to go up there and I'm going to check this out and see these people off. And I was like, oh man, that's awesome. That'd be badass. I said, man, I would love to meet up with you. And he's like, well, here's my route. It'd be awesome if you can. Tentative, that's how it is. It's like, well, that would be awesome. The way things work with me, I won't know until like a couple days before if I'm able to pull something off like that or not. So as time got closer, I was like, this might actually happen. So met up with the Denver and these guys and his crew. We went up to South Dakota to Rapid City Harley. That's where the Hoka Challenge started. And then for those of you who don't know, it's 10,000 miles and what is it? No earlier than 7 days, no more than 14 days.
10
That's
days.
the window. 10 days.
You can't finish
You
shorter
got
than
from 10 days to 14 days to complete 10,000 miles. And it is not like get on a highway and go book it 10,000 miles. No. It's a rigorous, grueling. Anyways, so we were there to check that out, and like I said, we started at South Dakota, is where the Rapid City at the Rapid City Harley Davidson, Black Hills Harley, and then so like these guys right here, the bikes. What was really cool about this is that their bikes weren't pristine, pretty. They were meant to be used. They were meant for a purpose, a tool, and I thought that was really damn cool. I'm looking for. Here's Gopher's bike right here. So
yeah, look at that fucking tour pack.
All of this is designed so that he can spend the maximum amount of time on his bike, and when he's not on it, it's just on and off real quick. This thing folds out into a bed, and he sleeps on it whenever he has the opportunity to. And these guys, the way that they do some of this stuff is just really awesome.
Well, there was two guys. I remember we were talking to. They were actually running FLIR infrared cameras tablets for running.
One of those guys, and then so yes,
he crashed.
Linus and Dave, I believe David.
And I think it was Dave that crashed.
And so one of them got into a real bad accident. He's in bad shape the way I understand it. He's still in hospital. And so Riot got into hell. What?
Yeah,
Riot. Several times. The first day he hit a deer, right? And then he oh man, I don't even want to do these guys any injustice, but it's not get on your bike and ride 10,000 glorious miles and take selfies and pictures and stuff. It's grueling. And these guys are aggressive and they want. There is no first place, but if you come in first, you do get something, right? And so these guys want that. And
K Solo, really who won this year, he hit a deer on like day 8 or 9 because we crossed the finish line. He was missing a whole saddlebag, was gone, and part of the side of his
saddlebags. His bike was in limp mode.
Yeah, it's like fuck.
Yeah, so.
I get the appeal. I guess what I don't get is, to your point, there's no deviation, right? You're just hammering in. I feel like anytime I've done that, it's not been enjoyable.
So it definitely takes the mind. It's definitely something that you want to focus in on. You know what I mean? That is clear. Hayden, I hope you're watching. This is clear tape that I put over my digits. Because, Buffalo.
Yeah, that way the beer can would slide out of that hand.
So Bride is to speak to what you're saying is definitely something that is it's I haven't signed up for one because I don't know that it's something that I would be. I would want to complete it, and I would want to complete it very fast, and I would not want to be disqualified.
Yeah, and that's the other problem is you can't speed. I mean, they got GPS trackers on your bikes. You get caught speeding, you can get thrown out. You get a fucking performance evaluation for speeding. You get any ticket, you're disqualified.
hang on one second. Hold that thought. So Tweedledee, welcome. DDK, welcome. Ty's here, and the man, the myth, the legend, Bodine 52 is here. And I just want to point out that Bodine has handlebars that are not safe at any speed. He could impale himself at any moment. So make sure you check out his channel. That's a joke in case anyone didn't realize. And Moose, I'm going to ban you if you make another comment like that. Totally joking, Moose. You're awesome.
So, Jason, you gonna come up to Sturgis this year?
Our 2023 calendar is kind of wide open.
But
I don't know.
Did you purchase a Mile Monsters 2023 calendar? 2 for 25.
I've spent all my money on the coins from Hopper and Twister.
Yeah, I got some of those.
So Twister, she put her deal out there, and she sends out a coin for every $100, and then whatever it is, right? So I think I had like 10 or 15 coins, and she goes, "Do you really want all these coins?" I was like, "Nah, just give me a couple." She was like, "Okay, I don't know what I'm going to do with all these coins though." But so that's the other thing too, right? Is that Riot, he rides for Mile Monsters, and so they had, what was it, 18 challengers in the Hoka this last year that they were riding for Mile Monsters.
Yeah.
So if anybody's watching it, it's definitely a whole different level of riding your bike. There's rallies and then there's rallies, you know what I mean? And so it's definitely not for the guys that are gonna, and this isn't no dig at anybody, but these types of things aren't for people that are gonna,
All right, hang on a second. I thought I'd be funny and put Moose in timeout and bring him back, but I can't. Shit.
But the old thing is,
sorry, Moose.
Not to be, insulting anybody, but I mean, I would like to say, the Hoka Hay is what the old school saying, it separates the men from the boys. It's not for everybody, and the people that do complete it within the time frames are fucking animals. It's definitely not for the faint. I mean, there's no hotels. You're sleeping next to your bike. You're sleeping at a gas station. You're sleeping in a parking lot, city park somewhere, but you're sleeping by your bike. I mean,
that's a
most
must.
of the guys might get one shower. Handwritten directions. You're not running interstates. Everything is turn by turn directions, and there's checkpoints. You got to make the checkpoint windows. 2,500 miles, 5,000 miles, 7,500 miles, and it's not an easy feat by any means. And to the guys that compete it, man, I tip my hat to them.
Moose, I'm really sorry. I was trying to be funny. I didn't realize I couldn't get you out of timeout. There was nothing personal. I was trying to be funny, and like all good jokes, it failed. Sorry, Moose.
You'll actually know how to. You'll have to go to YouTube Studio, Bry. You can get them out of timeout in your YouTube Studio under block people.
I didn't think that was a block, though. Is it?
I think it is, because it's the same thing on
Moose. I'm really sorry. I was just being silly.
What's the other StreamYard? When you block somebody on StreamYard, you have to go to your YouTube Studio to get them out.
Oh shit, Moose! I am so sorry. It's what
because I accidentally did that to Dallas. That's how I know that one.
Oh, there's gonna be a strongly worded email coming my way. Crap.
But anyways, Jason, you didn't get back to it. So 2023 calendar is gonna involve Sturgis in any which way you think? Maybe, possibly, maybe. Don't know.
Everything's on the table, man. Everything's possible. This year wasn't a very. I didn't yield a lot of miles this year. My bike was in the shop from the beginning of the year till April. So yeah, I wiped out. I wrecked my bike, and I can't believe they didn't total it. Actually, I went down to about 75 miles an hour in the rain, doing a 1K. It was the last 1K of 2021, right? And then so I wiped out. So they were fixing my bike until April, right? And then so we do a couple of things. We got the Motorcycle Grand Tour Texas. We do that. We try to do that. All depend. There was just a lot of shit going on this year, and so like my riding season was cut down a lot, and the podcast took a lot of time. And so it's like whenever some of these rallies came up, we were
you got all those Amazon deliveries.
Well, John delivers most of our packages, and he knows that he can use the lockbox on the front of the building. He has the code, so I mean, he just lets himself in.
Yeah, he's a freaking
payroll at this point.
He's definitely on the Christmas card list.
Oh, jeez. What's up,
Which, hey, that
DDK?
reminds me,
XAN Bikers
John,
in the house.
hey, listen, I just want to wish you and your family a very, very Merry Christmas. Thanks for being my Amazon guy. Okay, go ahead.
Wow. Look, quite professional.
So what's the next thing for the bike, Jason? You have any plans for it?
I have bought so much shit for it that is in the next room in my man cave that I'm going to do like reviews on or whatever.
God, my
'cause
own
I'm trying to do
kids
some
fucking
content.
getting me. Jesus.
So, hey, yeah, fun fact here for anybody that's reading and following along here. When we were on our way to Sturgis,
They were dry patches in the road.
Me and Denver and Hayden. So we pull over, all three of us pull over so the two of them can put on rain gear. And so
No, it wasn't rain gear. It was called put on chaps. We don't pack
well,
rain gear.
It was
I
rain
didn't need
protection.
the visual.
Okay.
So, oh, you know what? I got a visual for you if you'd like to see it.
I am so having flashbacks of the first one of these. This is bad.
So yeah. Anyways, look at that.
See, we're just throwing out some chaps, buddy.
Woo!
Look at that nice Kimimoto tour pack bag.
It was at this moment when I went up to Denver and said, Denver, maybe we should kick it down to about 70 miles an hour. You know, your boy's riding with us, and I just, you know. And he's like, oh yeah, dude, for sure. Definitely gonna kick it down a notch. And so what he meant by that is that we were no longer doing 95, we were doing 94. So I was like, yeah, man, way to kick it down for your son. His first major long road trip, just let him plow right through this freaking rainstorm. That's all right.
Hey, there was dry patches from the cars in the road, I think. Hey, we slowed down to like 70, honestly. 65.
This was from said yeah. This was then. Yeah. I got you, Hayden.
Moto vlogging's dead. Why are you doing it?
Anyway.
Hey,
I guess the question
Mike,
is,
I have two empty ones on the shelf and one that's half full in the freezer.
Hey, for as much content as you shoot, what's the ratio? How much percentage of video makes the video?
I just want to put a note that it's pretty. My own kids throw me into the bus. God damn, taking Jason's
I got
side.
you, Hayden. I got you, boy. Okay, so out of the amount of writing that I do, I would say I probably record about 5%. Out of that 5% of video, which would be 100% of video, right? We get about, out of that 100% of video, maybe 1 or 2% gets to YouTube. At this point, there's more video that gets to Instagram than YouTube. So anyway, there's that.
I don't know. I think you're doing it the right way. When you start filming the ride, I think it detracts from the experience. That's just my opinion, and it's not a diss on anyone that does.
Well, so I mean, here's a couple things, right? Moto vlogging in itself is, you know, Salty does it well. You know, you got guys like Road Reality, you know, they're Smitty. You know, they get out, they're talking, they're just bringing you along their day. It's not even like you know, and this isn't by no means a dig, but it's you know, it's just a, hey, you know, this is what's going on, this is what's on my mind, whatever. And so part of my insecurity is like I don't ever feel like I have anything worth sharing, right? So I do feel like I want to share how awesome it is to be on the road. I just don't know how to capture that. And also I can't do, you know, I'm out riding. I'm not going to stop, set up a shot, circle back around, pass it 4 or 5 times to get that sweet little B-roll shot of me zipping by. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, it's a very much needed.
That's what
part
Sandoval
of-
did.
Well, yeah, and a lot of people do that, you know, and they do it well. And I'm not dogging them at all.
I wasn't knocking him.
Stretch.
No, I wasn't knocking him at all, but that takes a lot of work. I mean,
a lot of
Two Lane
time.
Life. Those guys, their content is incredible.
Well, they're traveling with a camera crew, though. I mean,
no, he wasn't in the beginning, though. I mean, in all fairness to Adam, he wasn't traveling with that.
Yeah, we're talking about
2 Lane Life is okay.
Well,
Yeah.
so, and even with those guys, you know, so Josh is their camera guy. I mean, whenever they start, I mean, he puts out they put out killer content, right?
Their content's awesome. And when we were up in South Dakota, went to the Boar's Nest. I mean, that's how I found that place, was because of their story and their Instagram feeds. Like, fuck, I got to check this place out. It looks cool as hell. And, you know, and that's, you know, thanks to them, we found that place.
So, but you know, they do a particular style of content and they do it really well, right? And so for me, I'm still, you know, and I think I got a direction this year, right, coming in, but I don't want to waste anybody's time. I don't want, you know, I'm not the guy that I can't hold a conversation with, you know, 20 people or 5 people or even myself. You know what I mean? I'm riding down the road and I'm like, so I'm going to talk to you about blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, what the hell was that? Was that a cop? What's wrong with my bike? Is it okay? So back to these 5 things that are really, who's riding my ass? This is crap. You know, I'm just like, yeah, you know, I'm like, and so, you know I can edit all that out, but I don't know. Ty, he does a really good job. You know, there's just different styles for everybody, I think. And I don't know, I'm coming into my own, but what I definitely am going to focus on more this coming year is the process. You know what I mean? I want to sell freedom, dude. I want to sell fun. That's what I want my channel to be about. And so like I'm really coming into figuring out how I want to display that. You know what I mean? I don't want to get on, I don't want to put out a video and tell you, you know, hey, this is what's chapping my ass, or this is what grinds my gears. There's people out there doing these things. Ben, you know, there wasn't a dig. It was just, you know, everybody's got their own little niche and everybody's comfortable doing different things and what they want to do. I'm not comfortable just getting on my bike and shooting shit. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? So,
absolutely. I mean, I'm the same way. It's hard, but then I don't have a mic setup. I haven't figured all that out yet for my GoPro and whatnot. It's in the works.
It's a never-ending process, I'll tell you that.
Well, and part of me, it's like we all live in different places of the country. We all have amazing countryside and places, and I think part of the fun is showcasing, you know, some of the roads, the area where you live in, the scenery and what we have. And we're all from different places. So if you can, you know, spread where you live, you know, spread the, you know, the riding community, the scenery, the roads, you know, the views and whatnot from the areas you live in, then that's all part of what I want to do.
I think I'm going to focus on travel, motorcycle travel, but you know, I want to do some ghost ride stuff again. That kind of stuff. So, I mean, that's something else too. Me and Vroom Vroom, we love getting on the bike. We love going out. It was just a hectic year this year. You know?
Are you going to do your review of 5-star hotels for bikers?
Campsites, Bry, campsites.
The reason I ask is that's so me. I'm like, I'm not staying in no camp. Nuh-uh.
There's a couple of videos I did where I was giving everybody tips on how to on what campsites had the best accommodations. You know, I was like, well, this campsite has a jacuzzi, and not a lot of campsites have that, and this is just a really nice feature that this campsite offered for us. Right. Vroom Vroom. I don't know if you're still watching or not, but I don't know. We were meeting my brother somewhere, and then he was like, hey, we're here somewhere, somewhere in Texas. And so we were on our way. We were late, of course. And so I was Googling places. I was like, where can we stay? And so Vroom Vroom went to the bathroom. And so I called this place up and I was like, hey, you know, another one. This is actually kind of interesting this year, is a lot of places that we went, they didn't have any vacancies. Right. And so like, we learn to call. We go to the first one. Once I say no vacancy, then we sit in the parking lot and we call these places around. You know, lesson learned. Little tip there for you guys. If you want to know more such a pendants camping tips, just let me know. But so we're in a parking lot, and I was like, hey, so do you have this place available? And they said we have one room left. And I was like, all right, cool, let me have it. So she says, well, it's not a regular room. I said, cool, let me have it. And she goes, well, I said, listen, I said, I need a place to stay. And she goes, well, it's the lovers, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, how many zeros are you tacking on to the end of this damn room? I was like, yeah, just let me have it. Here's my credit card number. So we get in there, and then the only thing I heard was jacuzzi. So I told Vroom Vroom, oh hell, she's in here. I told Vroom Vroom, I was like, hey baby, I got something special just for you. Oh. Hey baby, I got something special just for you. I got you a special room in this place that we're going. Last one they had in the whole city, which was not a lie, by the way.
Wait a minute. So you got a special room for the Voom Voom?
I did. Had a jacuzzi in it. Actually, the first time I ever had a room with a jacuzzi in it. Motel, anyway. I mean,
the others just had the vibrating beds, or what?
Yeah, there's some of that.
Huh?
First jacuzzi, anyways. I
Yeah.
forgot where I was
Hey,
going with
Bob.
that. This is why I can't vlog.
Hey, Bob, how you doing? Good to see you, sir.
So
I don't know.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with those rooms. That's all I'm saying.
I like
gonna
the
rent 'em to somebody.
concept.
That's right.
I like the concept. I think it's cool, but I still feel like it detracts from the riding because you start worrying about the technical aspect rather than enjoying the ride.
here's the thing. Here's the beautifully
You mean the 5 wires Jason
over-engineered.
has to plug in every time he puts on his helmet? What are you talking about, Bry?
Hey, this is no lie. My son picks up my helmet the other day, and he goes, Jesus Christ. He goes, this thing weighs 20 pounds. I was like, well, I put sound dampening in the liner. He goes, what? I said, that stuff you put in cars that's got the tacky, I was like, yeah, the Dynomat. I put that in my helmet.
You dynomatted your helmet?
Damn right I did. And then so in doing so, I blocked all the ventilation. I didn't realize that until my first ride. I was like pouring sweat. I was like, something's wrong. Yeah, you idiot. You blocked all the ventilation in your helmet.
Holy shit, that is funny.
What's going on, HDAV? How you doing, sir? He's a fellow Texan.
Oh, is that right? HDAV. HDAV.
He is from the
We met
great
a fellow
state of Texas.
It's also I met a Texan at Four Corners, at the Four Corners Monument.
You met a Texan in Texas?
No. The Four Corners Monument, where the 4 states come together: New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, whatever that
Nevada?
4th one is.
I think it's Nevada.
I think that was too far. Arizona,
Yeah, I
New
don't know.
Mexico,
I gotta grab some wood. I'll
Colorado.
be right back.
Anyways,
Hold
there's
on.
a monument there.
Denver
Huh?
has to go grab his wood. That's all I heard.
So I met there was a lot of motorcycle riders there or whatever, and I met a guy there, and he goes, yeah, it turns out he's like 5 miles from where we live. It's like, how in the hell? And that happens a lot. It's amazing how often that happens. We're in completely different states, Florida, Washington, everywhere in between. And, either, yeah, well, I live in Texas. I live right down the road from you, or we just moved from there, or we're moving to there. It's crazy.
There is a guy in my neighborhood, not even probably a half mile away from me, has the exact Ultra that I had. Not obviously, it's not my bike, but it's same color, everything. I drove by his house the one
Really?
day. I'm like, did he buy my bike? I had to look at the pipes to make sure it wasn't my bike.
Utah. Hook Dog is right. It's Utah. That's the one I was missing. New Mexico,
Utah?
Arizona,
What's up, Hook?
Colorado, and Utah. Yeah.
Got Dominic from Route 32 in the house. We got a nice turnout tonight. Thanks, guys. I do appreciate it.
So when are you coming to Texas, man?
We have talked about it, or I think Denver's dead.
That sounds fun.
Because apparently muting the mic is very difficult for Denver. No, Denver, we weren't talking about you.
Oh, perfect. Good. I didn't think he would do that while he's gone.
I don't know.
total faith.
I have a few trips I wanna get out of the way next year, so we'll see.
Oh,
Wow.
shit, I forgot about
You couldn't be more broad
Well,
or vague.
there's a lot of YouTubers I want to meet, and Texas, I could knock out a few, which would be kind of cool.
Yeah. That's
Truth be told, I just want to hang out with Vroom Vroom. I mean, to be
pencils.
honest.
Yeah, I figured. I'm like, hey, Brian, man, long time no talk. How's Room Room?
I have my
She's fine.
priorities straight.
I got some problems. I got some questions about lighting. All right, well, tell Room Room I said hi. Will you please tell me how to spend my money? Yeah, here's my shopping list. Buy any of this. All right, great.
Did I tell you about the RF mount 35 1.8, which is featured in the latest Baggers and Brews video and will be in another video?
Oh shit!
Apparently, they made the mistake of letting me play cameraman, and my video was a little hot, but they salvaged. I'm not used to working in a non-studio. Apparently, garages are my weakness. I don't do too well in garages.
Well, because you don't have one.
That's correct. But you know what I do have, Jason? The Canon R6, which is capable of shooting 4K 60, my friend.
What kind of crop factor you got on that?
0.
Don't lie to me. Don't you lie.
I'm sorry.
Get on this camera and lie to these fine people of YouTube.
In 4K, it has a 1.1 crop.
Still something.
Michelob Ultra? Are you serious?
But it's 5K oversampled, so
No, Brian, I'm not talking cameras. I'm talking what Jason was just drinking. What the hell?
Hey, it's the only thing I got, dude. I got freaking Bud Light, and this is all the shit we got up at the office, dude. I don't have room here to make me drinks. I don't think I didn't notice that earlier. Ty was like, I hope Cedric gets drunk. Sorry, man. Room's not here to make me drinks. You know, I'm a half hour from my house. I just want you guys to know that. Y'all are in this comfortable little nook in your house, and you know,
I'm not in my house. What are you talking about?
You're stumbling distance to your house. Don't lie to me.
Okay, no, that's very valid. That's 100% true.
I got to drive home.
Oh,
so it's
Apple. You can say what you want, buddy, but you got a mighty fine profile picture out of watching Meat Hooks build DeBeard's bike. There's nothing more fascinating than watching DeBeard watch somebody else build on his bike. He's got 16-inch bars now. It's pretty badass.
That's right, Fat Glide. Everybody needs to hydrate. While we wait, we hydrate.
What's wrong with the camera report, Apple? I mean, we're at that age where we don't have much to talk about.
Well, and I don't even understand what you're talking about. So don't worry, because I'm not even at that level. I got like iPhone
and cameras.
Stuff.
So, hey, that's something that we just totally neglected, Denver.
Yo,
since our debut live stream last year, one of the three of us is now a member of Shark Nation.
This is very true.
What?
Somebody fell to the peer pressure.
It may not be a good life, but it's my life, gentlemen. Let me tell you, I could not be happier with that bike. I really am. And I'm not going to.
Jeez, I was waiting for some sound effect, Jason. What the hell?
Oh, I thought you loaded up your thing. Moose has called me. Apparently he's still in timeout. He's pissed. I just went down a subscriber.
Well, and then all the people he knows.
Well, it's Moose. I mean, he knows a lot of people actually. So yes, I thought about updating the GPS on my bike, and I thought about doing some other stuff, and then I fell into an amazing deal on my Road Glide, and here we are.
Don't worry about GPS. You got Google. That's all you need.
I would put my phone on my handlebars, but that's some peasant shit. I mean, you know.
Gotta go. Later.
Well, I mean, bro, do you even ride if you don't have an M8? I mean, seriously.
Okay. So
I went too far. There was the line. I crossed it.
So this is something that guys, I can't believe I'm going to show you this.
Okay, so here you go, Brian. Just for fundraisers and charity, I'm penciled in for around 10,000 miles just for fundraising and charity for Mile Monsters this summer.
Good. And that is an excellent charity for folks to check out.
It is, and it's awesome. And if I can do something I enjoy and people can benefit and we can raise funds and we all get to do what we do, then fucking A, win-win.
Hold on a second. The queen of wearing a beard on TikTok has arrived.
Oh, Moto Blonde's in the house.
She's got a new ride too, by the way. She's got her and hubby are rocking STs.
Shit.
Okay, so
We still haven't seen a feet video, but whatever. I'm not here to judge. The hell is that?
This is a heads-up display that mounts inside your helmet. And this is actually in my possession. So
Wait.
I just haven't had time to put the damn thing in yet.
So explain this to me like I'm a 3-year-old. You're going to put electronics this far from your eyes.
Oh, yeah.
And hope
a little bit high. So like not directly in front like this, but like a little bit
shit.
like this. Yeah. It's a prism. It's a prism, so you can see through it.
Hook Dog, I'd like to state that my channel is for installation and podcasts. I've never once said it's a rush.
All right.
I don't videotape my rides. I stand by it. I'll stick with it. That's all I'm saying.
That's some next level shit, Jason. I got to give it to you, buddy.
Are you a cyborg?
So much, oh my God, dude. I've got so much gear sitting on my shelf. It's sickening. So I don't, Brian, you remember.
I just want to know though, actually, Jason, do you have a chiropractor on standby just for your helmet usage on these long rides? You got to go see your chiropractors because of the weight and wind buffering and everything, shaking your head, noggin all around.
Got my bike dialed in so smooth.
Okay. All right.
That it's just a big balance of stuff.
We got the clockworks that just helps push that wind over too.
There's that.
Okay.
All right.
What Motoblind was trying to say was link in bio, fact line. Link in bio.
So I'm like trying to catch up on the chat here.
Jason, you're gonna change your call sign to Maverick.
Call sign to Maverick, yeah. Maverick wishes he had a helmet as smooth as mine. It is a little heavy.
Too close. Switching to guns.
I'm gonna hit the brakes and he's gonna give me a ticket.
Oh, that's fucking good. I like that.
Oh. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know. We got on that whole deal because of the phone on the handlebars peasant shit that Bri was saying earlier. Yeah, you're on mute, Bri.
Yeah, Bri, you muted yourself again, buddy.
I realize people do it. I'm just not a fan because I'm always worried about my phone flying off.
Hey,
we
gotta buy one of those trusted holders.
Your only reservation is you're losing your phone?
Really? Well, that and the vibration is going to kill the phone. It's going to kill the camera in the phone.
Dude, you're riding M8.
What vibration while you're riding about? Like a freaking camp, like a. Yeah, I mean, if you leave it on while you're riding, but I mean, I do that shit all the time. Oh, yeah. my mistake. You have an iPhone. That's right.
Why are you doing that?
Well, Bright, you ride an M8. What vibration are you talking about? It's got a counterbalancer in it.
It's a good vibration. I will say that
Beach Boys said too, but what are you talking about?
All kidding aside, I missed the 103 for the shake. I thought the 103 had the very primal feel to it, where it just doesn't have it on the M8, not by any stretch.
No.
My bike shakes like hell. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Yeah, so does mine. But I mean, mine's got a set of cams that helps a little bit. So, but yeah, it's twin cams. Got it's one of those things.
Do you have a stage kit? I have a stage kit.
Yeah, I do.
What stage you
on? 2.5.
Wait, how did you get to 2.5?
No, it's well, yes, 2. She's been bored, jugged, new pistons, intake, pipes, tuned, cams.
Is Motoblonde giving Bri biker advice?
Yes, she is.
I love Moto Blonde.
Wow.
Moto Blonde is awesome.
So
Make sure you check out her channel, please.
she sends me a message the other day whenever I was putting up the white flag on one of the GVM products that showed up in my office. And she's like, yeah, you can't ask Bri for any kind of camera advice. What are you thinking?
I'm just going to say, if you're making a profit on your channel, you're not spending hard enough. I mean, there's just...
Oh, for sure. Hey, and I'll just let everybody know in my immediate circle of monetized channels, I got you covered too. Don't worry, I'm blowing enough money for everybody. Shit.
Well, I won a GVM light. I was really excited.
Yeah. Hey, Jason, when's the online garage sale for everything that you're replacing that's really not that old?
I ain't getting rid of shit, dude.
What are
I
you
just
talking
got more
about?
storage.
All right. Hey, text me after the show, bro.
What's profit? Exactly, Moto Blonde. Exactly. Profit is what other people make.
She just put in I think it's a nuclear powered battery in her bike. She don't play.
Rock form has been good so far. So, what about you,
Oh.
Denver? What do you got
What?
planned for the year?
M8.
For 23?
Yeah, that's the year that I was referencing.
Oh, well,
we are at the end of 22.
I mean, I signed up for what's now, well, originally was a Monster 100. Now it's a 200. 200 riders riding 200,000 miles in 100 days. I got that. Well, then I got my daughter's wedding in July.
Insignificant.
Your daughter's
Get
wedding.
back to the riding. Let's get back to the riding.
Okay. Oh,
his
back to the
daughter's
riding,
wedding, or as he would like to call it, his 2023 Road Glide.
That's right out the window. I got my daughter's wedding. That's right. Then let's see. We'll be in Sturgis in August. Be hanging out the Wild Ass booth. And then we'll come back from Sturgis the 19th and 20th of August. We got the 2023 running of the Monsters Over Mountains ride. That'll be going on in August. What?
August?
Yeah.
That's the one. That's your deal, right? That's what you put on last year?
That's what I put on last year. And there was a lot of messages came back from a lot of people, thought it was really cool. And there's guys that are claiming they're coming and they're highly interested that are coming from the East Coast, South. A lot of people are really interested and want to come do it. And I said, shit. Okay. So got myself and two other guys. We kind of, we're going to get together probably February and get the official route planned. I learned a lot putting on a ride the first go around. You get kind of we ran into conditions on early in the beginning when we ran to like all damn near 50 miles of chip and seal roads where they dropped the speed limit to like 35 miles an hour. You couldn't pass cars because you could follow the car tracks from the car tires that were down to pavement, the center of the road, everywhere else like 6 inches deep in gravel. So you're stuck forever. I mean, the first 300 miles took us almost 7 hours.
Oh,
so we kind of had to change some things up and whatnot as you're going along the route. And I think for this year, we're going to map out a route. It's like, this is the route. This is the way we're going. The plan is to do a pre-ride in June to make sure everything's kosher for August or maybe even early July. We'll figure that part out. And depending on how many people come, basically do maps. So if people want to mob it and just go, here's a map, here's a plan. And in the night one, we're going to be at, wherever we decide. And then the next day, probably do another 1,500 mile and a 36-hour ride, basically a bun burner. And that way, if people want to just take off and haul, they can go. You want to get some small groups together, people can do whatever they want. So this way we can not do it where trying to keep a large group of people together, because if you're doing any kind of distance riding, you've done this stuff before, the more people get together, it's just going to slow you down. So we'll make a map and people can go at their own pace and we'll go from there. But we'll be doing Monsters Over Mountains and see how it goes.
Very nice.
Last year was a lot of fun, so we'll do it again this year.
So Moose sent me a message. It says Moose is a Texan too, but I can't mention him in the damn side chat.
That's hilarious, dude.
Oh, Moose, I'm so sorry.
A couple things. Denver, you don't really have a season up there, right? I mean, you get some snow, but I mean, you guys typically, I think you were telling me you get to ride year round, basically, right?
You can, yeah. I mean, you'll get some snow flurries here and there, and it could be gone in 3-4 days. The hardest part here is just they use a lot of de-icer, and whatever the compound of the de-icer they lay on the road is some corrosive ass shit. So, your best bet is to wait a couple weeks after the snow. Maybe you get some rain to help wash some of that stuff off. So, you can go for a nice ride if the roads are dry, but you're still going to want to try to, clean your bike within, I'd say, a week of after riding it, because that shit will fucking destroy chrome and pit aluminum and will damage your bike. So, I mean, you want to clean it, but no, you can ride year round up here.
Right. Look at the private chat real quick. So,
I think
what's the huh?
No, I like what you got going on there.
So how many? Okay. I'm thinking about. Can you? Don't do it, but can you post that link, Bri? Are you able to copy and paste that? Now that we've got rid of all the riffraff, and then the people that are in the show right now are true dieharders. I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking.
Are you asking me to post it?
I'm thinking. Well, I'm thinking about it. I'm talking this out live with everybody right now. What do you think?
I like it, honestly. I think it's cool.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm thinking about this event that I want to put on this coming year. I've sent this link out to a couple very select people to get some feedback. But Bri, go ahead and post that if you would. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about doing an event called Mural Madness. And then so the long and short of it is that you ride your bike, you ride your motorcycle to a mural, you take a picture of it with the rally flag, and then you get points, right? So this link highlights all of the all of the rules, and this is kind of where we're at right now as far as just spitballing the idea. But so the big thing that I'm really excited about is like I've got some people on the hook. Hope they're not watching this. I got some people on the hook that I'll be able to do an $8,000 payout. So $5,000 for first place. Yeah, $5,000 for first place, $2,500 for second place, $500 for third place, and of course there's gonna be some swag and whatnot. But what I'm trying to get is I'm trying to get an idea from everybody what they think about it. So if you could go check out that link and give us some feedback. I won't know who sent what, so just tell. There's there's an entry fee of $85, the cash payouts, and then the actual event itself. There's I'm trying to get everybody's opinion on it. So if you go to that link, up at the top it says Mural Madness, the basic idea of it, the time, place. Right now, a couple buddies of mine in Canada, they're like, hey man, hey, we got murals up here. I don't know how they do Canadian voices, but so I was like, yeah, so I was like, all right, well, yeah. At first I was like, oh, it's going to be a United States thing, but I like the idea of being able to some kind of way verify, you know what I mean? So I'm still working all this out, but any feedback that anybody that's listening to this could give, I would really, really much appreciate it. I'm going to try to shit or get off the pot here in the first month of the new year in January. So I got some graphics people working on some stuff so that we can kind of blast this out and kind of get the pulse of what everybody's thinking. But I would like to do it in the summer-ish of next year. I'm trying to figure out the best month to do it. I'm trying to figure out if it should be a month or 2 months or what. I want to give people enough time to research and then go hunt these things down. And so when day one of the rally starts, they can go hit up their maps or whatever. So I don't know, man. I would really love to do this. I just need some feedback. I've never done anything like this before. So I was really excited about I was really excited about the payout. So it kind of makes it worth it. And then on top of it all, just the event itself. I mean, everybody loves taking pictures of their motorcycles, right? I mean, put it in front of a mural, take
Yeah.
a picture of it. And then, so there's going to be certain kind of rules that go along with the murals. You know what I mean? So like no glass murals, you know what I mean? No vinyl. It's, you know, painted structure. An employee of mine told me once upon a time, I told him something along the lines, I'm really trying to make this idiot proof. And he goes, there's no such thing. All you'll do is make a better idiot. So I'm like, I don't want to, I'm not trying to put so many rules in place that makes it not fun. I just don't want to deal with I don't want to deal with any crap. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, well, that's technically a mural. Look, man, look, the spirit of this is what I want to kind of, I mean, the only rules that are in place are kind of just so that everybody understands where I'm thinking. You know, like the murals, they got to be a mile apart as the crow flies, right? And the reason for that is because like you can go to some of these cities and you can go into like San Antonio, for example, they have this underpass where they've painted all of the concrete pilasters that support the roads above, right? The bridges, and they're all different murals and they're all beautiful, but like, you know, that's going to count. You pick one. You know what I mean? I don't.
Right.
I
No,
don't
that's
want to be
smart.
calling my pants down with something like this, where somebody's like, "Oh, well, I know where there's 500 murals in a 1 mile radius. I'm going to go clean house with this freaking sweepstakes thing." That's not what I want this to be about. So, anyways, anybody that's watching this, anybody that's can go check out that link, put in some input. I won't know who said what unless you say, "Hey, this is Brian. I think this is a terrible idea," but I would really love some feedback on this. I'm really kind of excited about this, and I would love to get this going for next year. So
I was thinking about doing something similar next year.
Hey, Brian, is that the same glass of wine since we started?
It is. I'm actually thinking about doing something similar, but it's going to be Dunkin' Donuts.
Well,
Who can get to the most Dunkin' Donuts in 24 hours? We lost Jason again. He's deep in thought.
I'm trying. I got a 60-inch TV in front of me, and I've got all these damn comments up here, and I just keep getting screwed up. You would think I would know some tech guy here that could straighten all this out for me.
I only deal with full frame issues. I'm sorry. That's in my contract. You know how we say road glide or no glide? It's right. Full frame or go home. He still can't mute his goddamn mic. Jesus. It's amateur hour.
So, anyway.
Motoblind, how's your hermit crab doing, by the way?
Who what? Who said what?
Motoblind's hermit crab has been very sick, and it's holiday season, and I feel bad for her. I'm getting an alpaca, by the way. I didn't want to spoil the video.
I think this would be a blast. Hook dogs, cool. Scavenger hunt rides can be a blast. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, so like I got to do quite a few things this year. Hopper's Rally, that was a blast, and I didn't get to finish it, and I'm working on a video on it, so I'm not going to spoil it. But damn, dude, there's so much fun to be had on a bike, even if you just went around the block. Anyway,
I feel like you just called me out.
Who are you talking to?
I said, I think you just called me out about going around the block. I'm very triggered right now.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying you can even have fun going around the block. Ain't that right, Denver?
Next year is going to be a big year for me to ride. This year sucked for riding. There's just no way around it. But I got some big plans for next year.
Well, that's pretty vague. Can you get any more detailed?
No, I want to do as much riding as I can next year. My schedule is going to change, and my work schedule has changed, and life is good. I don't know, Dominic. It's a good question. I don't know whether I go brown or if I go with like a white alpaca. I don't know. I might have to get two. I've reached out to a sponsor, but they will not provide the alpaca in exchange for a video. So I'm a little disappointed.
No. Didn't you do some similar thing, Jason, where you're doing the ride? I know you were taking a lot of pictures with murals.
Well, I was just doing that for fun, but
okay. I couldn't remember, so that's why I was just curious.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we put down a decent amount of miles, but
Oh, for sure. I mean, for a while, it's like fuck every day. It's like, God damn it, motherfucker's riding again.
I got a buddy of mine.
Well, he doesn't
he's-
work. Do you ever notice that? Every time you talk to him, he's like, "Oh, I'm out on the road."
What do you mean? It's a lot of times like, hey, I'm in a meeting. Can I call you back? Motherfucker, when do you work? I swear to God, you're always riding.
Meanwhile, you hear the motorcycle in the background. I'm in a
Yeah.
meeting. Are you like
Uh-huh.
that guy that Instagram guy where you have the green screen on the back of your bike?
My office is on the other side of the green screen.
I think the epic one where the dude's riding the bicycle and then eat shit. That was fucking funny. as shit.
That's him. It's the same guy.
Yeah.
It's got the
Oh,
big
yeah.
old butt and he makes all the stupid videos. Yeah.
Yep.
You just said that I make stupid videos. You
No.
jerk.
We're talking about the dude with the green screen on the bicycle. Doing his Zoom meetings with a fucking laptop. That shit was funny.
Damn, man, you guys are all freaking serious on me.
Well,
But
it's
still,
got
Murals and Harleys.
it's got to be better than some of the shenanigans I've seen on work video calls.
Okay.
I don't miss that. Let me tell you. Link not in bio for that one.
All right. What else? And
I don't
that
know.
was my big reveal. I probably should
I think it's fucking cool, Jason. I think it'd be pretty fucking awesome. Whether you do it for 2-3 week period or you do it for a 2-month run or whatever.
I realize not everybody has a work schedule similar to mine. And so like I would like to give
That you mean not working?
I would like to give opportunity to people that they got to schedule their writing time in. So
does
I'm
that mean you're not, since you're putting this on, you're not participating?
No, I am not, and neither is
Okay.
my family. So, but they are going to help me put it together. And so, like, here's the other thing too about that is as the time gets closer, there's going to be more details revealed, right? So it's like, if a mural contains certain things, they're going to be worth an extra set of bonus points. If you come across these elements, I don't want to give too much away, but so, like I said, as you get closer, down to the day that the rally starts, there's going to be extras, you know what I mean? Like, oh, by the way, if this, you know what I mean? But after it starts, you'll have all the rules. I'm not going to change anything up midstream. I think that'd be chicken shit. But yeah, me and the whole Sets or Pendants crew will not be participating. But it'll just be something that hopefully, we can draw some most dangerous mural. May or may not be on the list, Modal Blonde.
Can I reach out to
super cool, Jason? I really like it.
Can I reach out to a sponsor and see if I can provide a prize if you get a mural with an alpaca in it?
I was thinking one of Dunkin' Donuts.
So that's an idea. You ride for 24 hours, and how many Dunkin' Donuts can you get in selfies with? I like it.
Go to the link. Put that in the suggestion box there, Bry. How many Dunkin' Donuts in a 24-hour period with murals can you get?
Because the thing is, you could stop, take the mural, fuel up on coffee, and then keep moving.
But see, I'm over here in the West Coast, so can we throw Starbucks in that? Because we don't have a lot of Dunkin' Donuts over here.
Well, you'll get extra points for taking pictures of the Seattle sky.
Okay, cool. We're good then. I'll ride 2.5 hours.
I'm going to say this right now. If you take in a picture in front of a mural with your bike and there is or isn't crackheads, that is not going to yield you any extra points. So let's just be clear about that. Yeah, no crackhead points.
Come on.
No crackhead bonus points in this year's rally, guys.
What about performing CPR? Can I get something? I'm not saying that I'm going to be the one doing it, but if there's some, I'm going to be that guy with the camera right there.
Video.
So I'm just trying to understand. You've got your lips wrapped around a crackhead. Is that what I understood?
No, I just saying, you never know what you're going to find in Seattle. That's all I'm saying.
True that.
Could be the next hot thing on TMZ. No, but actually, honestly, Jason, I think that's a cool idea, man. I look forward to following this, and I want to partake.
Yeah, man, totally. So, like the big thing that I'm here's one thing that I compare it to is the rally the Motorcycle Grand Tour Texas. It's a blast. It's 50 stops. Texas is a big place. So you have from the rally starts, I think, or the tour starts, I think last year it started in March and then it went to November, right? So what's good and bad about that is that it is so long to hit 50 stops. I mean, you've got plenty of time to get out there and do it. I kind of want there to be a little bit of urgency behind it, but I don't want it to be so fast that somebody's like, oh, well, there's no way in hell I'd be able to do any kind of good in, 2 weeks. Right. So I'm trying to find that balance between, the length, what's a good length that,
Right. No, I get that.
you know what I mean? I think
Yep.
2 months might be I don't know. I'm open to suggestion on anything at this point. The internal talks that we've had, seems like the 4-week mark needs to kind of be a starting point. You know what I mean? Because we thought about doing it in a 2-week time, but it just doesn't seem like what up, Mike will bike. It just doesn't seem like that's enough time to get more
Yeah, I think
for that
if
type,
you go
for that
3 to
type of
6
payout,
weeks,
right? And $8,000 in payout, there needs to
that's
be
a chunk of change.
there needs to be more more time to achieve that, I think.
Yeah, I think 3 to 6 week mark. I think that'd be anywhere that I think it'd be good, fair. Especially, I mean, say you get it out,
I think he was sleeping Motovon.
Say you want to get out into June or whatever you're saying, you get everything finalized in March, kind of let people get a idea. Okay, cool, this is coming in June. I got to lay out some time to try to find this, and you get people a couple month notice and let her go.
Yeah. So another challenge that we're working on is right now I think that website it says one of the rules. It says 50% of the picture has to be the mural, right? And so the reason behind that is that you don't want to get off your bike and then take a picture of a mural that is 6 blocks away. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Everything is open for suggestion right now. That's why we're putting that website out there so that people can go check it out, give some feedback. I would love to hear it. So
Link in bio.
don't be shy. Link in the bio. So this is like I said, once we get some cool graphics worked up and finalized, I'm gonna blast the shit out of it in January. And I think just from the little bit of feedback that I did get so far, I think we're gonna go for it. So I think we'll announce something in January, at the end of January, and then we'll have like a tentative start date for around summer, the beginning of summer. So I don't know.
Nice.
It sounds interesting.
So on a side
I
note,
like I want to give everybody the opportunity to go, I mean, you have the year to check out murals, you know what I'm saying? And then, just mark them down because, anyway, I don't know. Anyways, that's all I got.
Are you building the website yourself? Or you have somebody do it?
What do you mean? I didn't plan on building a website. Just that
I
form
thought you
that
just said check
link.
the website.
Yeah, that link.
Okay. Sorry, that was a
form.
side note. Just to know if you know how to build websites. That was just for me, really.
Oh, I mean, you need a website?
Understand that's coming from the person that we had to explain how to set up a live stream. So I wouldn't be insulted by that.
That's right. I'm not smart, and I don't claim to be. I'm not technically smart. How's that?
You're not technically
Technology-wise.
smart.
That's right.
I think I know what you're getting at.
Okay.
Hey, Australia's in the house. What's going on, sir? Good to see you.
Give me a call tomorrow, Jason.
Okay.
It sounds like he wants tech support.
Yeah. No, I'll be free from the hours of 3:30 in the morning till 8 o'clock at night.
That's going to be Pacific time?
Yeah. So your time, that should be like 5 a.m. till when you go to bed.
It's Seattle time.
Yeah, probably about the time you're getting out of bed, I'll be catching a ferry, in the morning?
I don't know. My days get started later than that, boss.
Oh, well, okay. I might be at the lumber yard up in Camino Island, way up North Washington, delivering 105,000 pounds of lumber. But
There you
The hell was that?
that was my chair. I was moving it.
Okay,
Or
so
my bar stool.
So let's try and bring this back around because we're gonna have to end at 9. Because I'm a working man now. I gotta work for the man.
Yeah, what's that like, Bri? Doesn't that? I mean, kind of a change of pace for you. I
Yeah,
know
but
it's really.
they
I
have a
won't
really
lie.
cool coffee machine. So
Hey,
I'm
but you know
digging
what?
We
It's
have to
fucked up my
have-
mornings. My weekly, phone call with Bri. Now it's like non-existent. I don't know what to do.
it. I can't
I
be all
noticed
things
we
to all
haven't had a
people.
whole lot of sponsor talk in today's episode.
Oh, it's hard to get a word in edgewise. I
Yeah,
haven't
with
had a
Jason's
chance to
Amazon
plug it.
list and everything. I mean, shit. Hey, have you seen these BioMonster calendars? They're pretty epic.
Are you
Oh,
topless
hey,
in
that
all the
reminds
pictures?
me. This is no. This is serious.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I got you here. Need you to understand. This is serious talk.
If you're on my
This-
show, I would put you on a solo screen right now, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Wrong
I
person
wonder-
there, Bri.
See, I can't figure this out. How's this work? There you go. No,
Oh,
no,
no.
hold on.
Right here is the best gadget.
It's hard to
I've
see
ever
because you're
bought.
so small down in the corner because it's all about me right now. That's all I got to say. Have you guys seen that wild ass over there in the corner? You want to add some comfort to your ass?
Oh,
Get you a
jeez.
wild ass. Because, I got the solo screen, and hey, don't forget, everybody talks about wanting to mod their bikes, pipes, and everything. Lighting. See that over there? Custom dynamics. You can't get any better. Forget those pipes. Add some lighting. Get yourself
Oh,
seen.
my.
Be seen. See where you're riding. Add some safety to your.
So anyway, I was saying.
Damn.
Wow, the roles have changed in this show.
The hell happened? You're all breaking up there, Jason.
I'm sorry,
You got to get some better internet, Jason.
bro. Okay,
I don't know.
maybe this restream is the problem. I don't know. don't seem
No,
to
it's
have
pretty
internet
much just on your end.
Oh, you know what? I didn't realize it until just right now. I'm working off my laptop and it's wireless. So there's that. Bri, how impressive. We've been the whole time and I've been running on wireless.
All I gotta say is how the audio and your lips don't even match up whatsoever.
Why are you looking at my lips, bro? Why are you checking my lips out?
I'm just it's like the old Chinese fucking videos. Yeah.
Or what we like to call last week's podcast.
Jeez.
Oh, God, that was
man.
bad.
You know what's pretty damn funny
That's
is,
what we're
is
here
like
for. We're here for entertainment.
between the three of us, we've got more gear. Well, never mind. I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah. So between the three of us, if you add me and Bri together, you still have more gear.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
That's not full frame.
hey baby, I'm working full frame.
Dude, it's like a Bruce Lee movie. I swear to
He's
God.
out of
It's
sync
awesome.
again.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I'm working with peasants. Can't work like
I
this.
swear to God, it's Bruce Lee. Oh, this is good shit.
Welcome to local talent, my friends. Tell me who you are, what you do, and who you do it to.
Oh, that's
How
good
about now?
shit. There you go.
All right. So yeah, it's this whole restream platform. I gotta figure it out.
Right. Yeah, sure. Blame it on
Wires
Restream.
are your friend.
Yeah. Hey,
Wi-Fi
even
is
I've
just a
got the
fad.
hardwired internet to my laptop. Okay. Bryce showed me the way. Oh, yeah. He's upset.
I would be too if I was advertising my podcast. And then I was
Oh man, we
talking
got anything better to talk about?
like that.
Oh,
I still got to
shit.
drive home.
Well,
Fellas.
we got 11 minutes left. So all kidding aside, what do you guys have planned? Do you have any mods planned? Are you doing anything big to your bikes? What's going on?
Well, mine's living the battery tender life because it's like 30 degrees outside, and unfortunately, the highs are supposed to be in the high 20s come the next few days, so it really sucks. But yeah, not a whole lot right now. Well, I got
Yeah,
I got new forks that are going to be put in. I got new progressive front suspension. That should be hopefully going in the next month or two when the weather gets better, so I can get down to the shop where my forks are sitting at. That's about all.
So I did the Hoppers Rally here at the end of the year, and some peasant shit happened to me that I won't go into a whole lot of detail. But because of my phone, I got caught in this rainstorm, and so my phone crapped out on me, and I have to have my phone to do this rally because you got to take pictures as you're doing the rally, submit the pictures. Anyways, so I hit like 3 stops and I was pumped, man. I was so pumped. Anyways, it didn't work out. But the problem was my phone was the center hub. Also, right, I had a spare phone.
Hey, Jason, I just want to say iPhone, Apple.
Hey, Bubba, you crack the phone on that piece of shit and dump it under water, it's going to have the same effect as what happened to my phone.
Okay, well,
iPhones don't break. That is mathematically a fact, and math doesn't lie. We've established that.
Anyhow,
take your Google Pixel and go somewhere with it.
Because of this unfortunate thing that happened to me, I bought that heads-up display that goes on my helmet, and then I bought specific GPS, a Garmin GPS unit. Anyways, I've got a lot of gear that I'm going to add that's nerd shit, and I've got the wiring done, like the auxiliary switches, so that everything's kind of like not hanging off my handlebars like shit hangs off my helmet. So, but as far as performance for my bike,
snap, you just got called out.
Yeah. Actually, okay, Jason, since you're so, you're a tech savvy individual. I mean,
not really.
I think you are. So shut up and just let me go with this. Are you thinking of the Tesla Pi? Or have you even looked at it yet? Have you read about it?
The Tesla what?
The Tesla Pi. The Tesla cell phone that's coming very soon.
Oh, it's coming for sure for soon, because I don't think that it is. I think it's coming.
I don't know. I read some stuff that it sure seems like it is, but I don't know. That's just fucking articles on the internet. I don't know, but the old man's preaching it, so who knows?
Like apple pie. Oh
yeah.
Oh man!
Vanilla ice cream
you iPhone people, Jesus, y'all are the hardcore folks, and you're just like, Hey,
all you got to do is come to the dark side, Jason. You'll think, fuck, I should have done this a long time.
I ain't putting a car tire on my bike.
Wait a minute.
That's
so you're saying you don't edit your videos on an Apple Studio monitor in brilliant 5K?
7 more minutes we got until this thing's over.
6 and 30 seconds.
Yes. Marvin the Martian has a good point.
Yes.
Flip phones rule. Guy your age, it makes sense.
Yeah, you get the jorts and the New Balance.
Yeah.
Right in. I mean, Jason's New Braunfels is pretty much like a retirement community, isn't it?
I've got 5 more minutes on with these people. After that, I'm down the road, but they don't know. I just I'll be right there.
Oh,
I feel sorry for Vroom Vroom because she's gonna have to go home and listen to. He's gonna go home and listen to this for hours.
Man, you people, you know what drives me most crazy about you iPhone flakes is this.
I don't know. Do you actually have a story about this, or
that our phones actually work? How's your voicemail working, by the way?
I can hear both of y'all slamming me at the same time. I can only hear one. So who's
going to get your voicemail fixed?
No, it has never been not working, Brian. Actually, I don't have voicemail on purpose. So I ain't got time to be listening to messages in the past.
I
You iPhone people, y'all don't even know why you like the damn thing. It's just like, oh, look, I got the new Tesla.
I'm not a fan of Teslas. I mean,
It was a metaphor.
I smashed.
What's a Meta 5?
So it's okay.
Yeah, Denver did his best part to ruin the environment.
That's right. Semi versus Tesla when you're my blind spot and you don't want to get out of the way. 105,000 pound semi will
Tesla,
fuck up a Tesla.
Sentence. Are you gonna get a semi Tesla?
No, but I done foobarred one.
No, the semi truck.
No, I won't.
You haven't foobarred one because they haven't been out yet.
No.
Pepsi Cola just got their first shipment.
No, listen, I took my Western Star and I smashed a fucking Tesla. How's that?
A car. You smashed What was it? A Model S?
I don't know what it was, but it still had paper plates in it, and she was an attorney, and that car got fucked up.
Oh, you people, I can't handle it. Oh.
Yeah. Apple, it's just the way to go, Jason.
You know, hey, listen, here's the thing. I will be the first to admit Apple makes brilliant products. They're awesome. They really are. You know what?
There's my YouTube short right there. Keep talking.
You know what I don't like is the iron fist. They don't even give you lube. They're just like, this is how it's going to be. You don't own an iPhone. You're simply renting it from us, and we will do what we.
There you go.
You are simply renting the iPhone from Daddy Jobs. You don't own it. Okay. So if we decide to do anything that we want to it, we're going to do it because you don't own an iPhone.
First off, you do not take our savior Steve Jobs' name.
Just did it. You just did it. And you know what else? Mic drop.
Okay.
Well, at least
hey, Bri, great show, man. Thanks for having me on, buddy. I great camaraderie.
I mean, at his age, he's a little angry. I mean, he goes home, he plays shuffleboard. He doesn't have a lot to live for.
You know, I understand if I was his age and, your testosterone levels are in the dump, and it's what it is.
I'm the youngest one in here, people. What the hell? I was gone for 2 minutes, 2 seconds. I was gone for 2 seconds, and now I'll become the oldest guy in the room. You people, this is just like you iPhone people. You'll just make shit up. God.
I'm just saying, nobody's ever waited in line for a Samsung.
Yeah,
I said what I said.
That's another one I won't buy.
Yeah, he's Google Pixel.
No, man, the Pixel sucks too, man.
You know why? Because he wants to have 5 lenses on his phone. That's what it is.
Right. We're about close to wrapping up, huh?
It is. We are close to wrapping up. I am not sure that we are going to be doing a show next week, but who knows?
What are you talking about? I think the ratings from this one are going to go through the roof.
The iPhone people will band together. I'm sure we'll come together for another show. Hey, don't forget to check out Mural Madness. Comment and subscribe. Don't forget to like my shit.
Hey, I always like your shit, bro.
And make sure you check out the local talent. His local talent. It's available in podcast as well as video on YouTube. It's fantastic. You need to check it out.
Yeah. Coming soon to Amazon on DVD.
Oh,
Amazon Prime.
Shit. We take a moment of silence. He just got called out.
It's on Apple Podcast. I'm serious. Who did I get called out with?
Go ahead, read it yourself.
Yes, I did. I just bought a MacBook and gave it away because I wouldn't be caught dead using the damn thing. Gave that bitch away.
Well, it's probably too complicated for you.
Fuck, you should have called. I would have paid for shipping.
Oh, that's mighty white of you. Jesus. You're giving away Apple iPad, MacBook stuff. I'd pay for shipping.
That's right.
When did you just become Gomer Pyle?
I don't know.
Oh, god damn, this is too much fun.
I think all kidding aside, I think I overheated my Canon camera. The screen just shut off.
Yeah, that's all right. We can still see you. You're good, buddy. Still
Yeah.
drinking that milk in that same glass of wine for 2 hours.
Hey.
Any nipple?
This is a
It's not no Dom Perignon.
it's a 2002
Am I supposed to be
Chardonnay.
impressed by
It
that?
really is fantastic. It was a great vineyard year.
Sure thing. I'll just stick to
So-
hops, wheat, and barley, and or fucking whiskey.
Okay.
I've never been a wine person. I can't do it.
Oh snap! One of you got. Oh, Drew, can you clarify who just got called out, please?
Springer Mike, I hate Apple. You know what? I don't hate the products because they are badass products. I will say that. I just can't stand the Iron Fist. And the password support. Oh, you have a problem with your You have a problem with your password? Well, you can schedule an appointment with us and we'll let you know what time works best for us to get through your little password debacle. Oh, no, it won't be today. Fuck, it won't even be this month. You need to use your computer now? No, that's not how this works. That's not how it is here at Apple. Mm-mm.
So Droop
will get back to
apparently
you.
has breaking news. Droop has invited you to the How Southern Are You challenge on his live stream,
I'm not very southern.
which I would like to state is a completely rigged game, and I stand by that statement.
Who's doing what? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're past our time here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. If you guys want to hang out in the green room, please do. Hopefully we'll be on.
Check it out.
Yeah, I don't know if we will be on next week or even before the new year, but guys, I appreciate everything. I appreciate the support. And DDK, you son of a bitch. Do you know DDK knew the Red Sea when it was only sick? The Dead Sea, right? See, I can't blew the joke. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out, guys. And we will see you soon. Please make sure you check out the Local Talent Podcast, as well as my brother from another mother, Denver Woods' V-Twin podcast. And we have a lot of great lives going on in the community. We got Droop in Dallas on, well, let's go back. We have Denver on Sunday. We have Droop in Dallas on Monday. We have Moto Nuggets on Tuesday, as well as the Badgers and the creator content for Des and Toby. Then Wednesday, well, I may or may not be on. We have Baggers and Brews on Thursday, Monkeys on the occasional Friday. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying is please support other creators and this amazing community. So guys, I hope you're well. I hope you're going to have a good holiday, and please remember you're not alone. Thanks so much for watching.